Good evening, everybody. We are in the poetry show. This is the second edition of the show. I'm not going to really look at the screen. This particular poem I wrote. The reason why I wrote this poem is I'm actually repeating so many things which I have said in many poems which I have written, even in the last, say, 5 6 years. This thing started on about 10 years now. Not about, it is 10 years. On an occasion when I met a girl online, and most of our relationship is completely online. And then, what really happened to this poem? I'm not going to repeat a 10-year story right now. What really is I'm talking about is this, what went wrong, when you read the poem, you will understand what went wrong, what was the reason, some of the stuff, all those things were said in the poem. But the reason why I wrote the poem, it's not whether the situation that is there built into the poem, but the reason why I wrote this poem is, I would suggest to say there are, when you go and meet a person, and that person is a very real person, okay, but the relationship is completely virtual. And in that, I'm looking at the chat. I mean, some of the things they are saying is really funny. I'm sorry. I'm in a car, and I'm still laughing at myself. But here's the thing. So I kind of blanked it. But here's the thing. Let me get back to it. See, I met another girl recently. I mean, maybe about October, and I told her very clearly that I am in a relationship, and when I said I'm in a relationship, and she asked, okay, why are you then trying to talk to me? I said, like, I'm just a person who like to communicate, and this constant communication helps me, to get some phrases and some ideas, in my head. It just flashes, and that's what I'm looking for. And when I do that, it just gives me the ability to write. It's actually, what I can say is it's just a it becomes the ability to write. It's not the way to write to say. It's a facilitation, okay, facilitator. When you communicate with them, that person becomes the facilitator to allow you to open up and express. So that's what I said. But this thing can, I know I have to take a very conservative stance, and I told her here, I talk wicked things, I talk bad things, I talk really happy things that can make you happy, things that can make you cry, make you angry. But here's the thing, you see, you have to give me a response. This is not the first girl. This is the girl I met last October, 2014 October. I met a girl, and I said, this is my idea. If I need a specific emotion, I will come and say things. And all the initial parts, were perfect. That means she had no problem, in dealing with any of these things. But then she started, counting each and every things, which I said, and she keeps that in mind, or she keeps in writing. I don't know how she does this, but eventually she started reacting to, when I say something, she will connect to some of the things that I said in the past and respond to that. I said, that is the wrong way to do this, because that whatever that is I said yesterday is yesterday. It's gone. Today is a whole new day. We are trying something new. This is what is I am actually trying to get into that role playing, and it didn't work, and it kind of collapsed badly. This girl is madly in love with me. And I was like, oh my god, you see, I already I had a teenage lover problem. Now what I have is, okay, my mouth started drying like yesterday. Excuse me about that. what really was happening was this girl started, saying things which is way beyond my anything I understand. So what she said eventually was okay. I said, one day I went there and said, I'm going to actually piss you off. And I told her, I'm going to piss you off. uh, and I told her, okay, because she was wearing makeup, and she's also doing a show and she's doing a makeup. And I said, your makeup is too much. Then she's like, what? Then she was quiet for some time. And I said, it looks as if one of her friends, whom I know very well, uh, I told her, it looks as if, that girl took your face and, you know, shoved it down into the bucket of makeup. And now you look like a clown. Imagine when you say that to a girl, I am expecting her to angrily respond. That angry response, even as a role playing, she need to get back. And she didn't do it. What she said was, karma is what matters. And in your karma, your problem is, your problem is all the things you say in your past are going to come and hit you badly in your present and future. And I was like, is this what is your response? I thought we are playing here. You see, when you are pissed off, this is how you respond. Immediately, hell broke loose. She is doubling angry. And I was like, okay, I am getting what I want, thank you, but don't take this personally. And I told her, and she is taking it personally. I wrote this poem based on that because I know at that time I smiled. If somebody actually looking at me, they say, I smiled. I said, okay. I immediately went back and told her what all things happened in my past, with the other girl. Okay, she's not a previous, she is a current girl. There's only one girl in my life, okay? And that girl is my darling, I don't tell her name. That's the only girl in my life. And I said, okay, that's the only girl I need in my life. And she's there and she's with me. I told what all things happen. And then I said, my life is a pathos. And that pathos is on a broken record and continuously plays on and on and on. And I left that chat room of the other girl and I never been there. Even though that girl is a fantastic lady, I'm not saying, but she kind of misunderstood. From what she says is she's having these great feelings for me. And I said, no. I don't want, she's 19 years old. What am I supposed to do? I am 45 years old. I don't want to deal with a 19-year-old girl falling in love with me. I said, no. I am in love with another girl. She's 24 years old. And she is, I know her for 10 years. That means I met her when she was 15 years old. Okay? We were not in love. We had nothing at that time. Then eventually for me, it gradually became a romantic relationship. I have to tell you that there's absolutely no hesitation or no irritation I have in admitting the fact. That's what happened. Initially there was nothing. There was something like a crush. It kind of went on and on and on, and eventually it became something. So that's what I told. So that's what this poem is about. I'm going to read the poem. I cannot show the poem anymore because this guy's what's the name? Many camps, they kind of wanted me to upgrade to pro to actually get that. I will do that, soon. Once more, taking a little bit of water, let me go into the poem. And the poem, this is the very first poem I posted on Facebook this year. It is called Pathos on a Broken Record. Here it is. Nights condensed and thrown millions of pearls to fascinate your eyes, mind, and that little heart. They followed, uniting every bit of light sprouting smiles upon your face in the simplistic verses you read. Small town, silly school romances, friends and foes you had not. Then through blogs, verses, and comments, he came, a friend or foe. None knows human minds as life cycle took you round. Round and round life went. Life's colors round and round lost. Then when he told you are more than a friend, he felt, ah, deep down the spine of yours a twitch you felt, fear of the unknown, fear of the unseen. Ah, sleepless you sat, feelings the unknown, hands raised in prayer, he said, oh, my love. Little heart, innocence still heart, but a kind heart, yours. Even the smallest sway in connection both felt, left shivers down the veins that made you both run. Didn't you understood your own love, oh darling of him? Like a broken record he spoke and spoke. Like a broken record life took him round and round. Surprised you, scared you, sleepless wept. Ah, the unknown man, unheard man, forever you left. Time passed, a pathos from that broken record again and again heard. No words, just a tune that spoke more than words. A lover in all truth lost, a lover who lost his words. Then from some images he saw in his mind gave him speech. Fear not, oh, the love of mine, oh, love of mine. Fear not what you know not, oh, love of mine. Fear not the essence of thy life, O love of mine. Fear not to hold my heart in your soul, O love of mine. For the shattered world of romance you and I took baby steps and fell, and another fall you fear. May thy fear the power of your words and speak to a man who seeks thy love, O love of mine. That broken record kept on playing the pathos again and again, again and again. So that is the poem. I hope you guys enjoy this poem and explanation, everything. All my poems comes with an explanation about what it was, what actually triggered it to write. This one again, many poems. There is a part of many poems, which I wrote in the last 4 or 5 years. You can see bit of those things were put all together because the ideas of all those poems is again repeated here. That's why I said it is a pathos on a broken record. It keeps on going round and round and round. I hope you guys enjoyed the poem. I truly believe it was a very big success. I promoted the poem in Facebook during when I posted it. Promotion on Facebook may not cost you a lot if you are very wise. If you understand how you promote, it's something which you should really do. With $1 onwards, you can keep raising it. I spent about what $5, and I got about 30,000 views for this particular poem with about 1,600, about nearly 1,700 likes. So that's how you promote. The promotion part is really important. Maybe another time, I will show you how it is all done. I need to first fix the many cams. I came here, in Windows because I'm using Windows and Ubuntu. I used Windows so that I can show you the poem, but I was not able to. But it is very rare to see me reading the poem because I become a little animated when I read the poem. My expressions all go like this. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. See you later. Bye bye.